Good morning, I'm Sharaad Kuttan and welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. Now, check this out. Mercury rising. Yes, they actually mean it literally, but in Malaysia today, it's really about politics and what it's doing to the temperature. Now, Minggu in Malaysia, if you checked it out on Sunday, had an article entitled Melayu Islam Dihina di Tanah Melayu. Now, this incendiary article got quite a bit of response from people, especially politicians from the political opposition. They've come out criticizing Utusan quite heavily for it. You can check the Malaysian Insider out on that. So some people in the country want a fight. But here we go back to that other story. It's about rising temperatures and the fact that the Ministry of Health does not have a specific standard on what it means for the temperature to be a little too high and hazardous to our health. There you have an interesting picture of Gua Tempurung, the mountain, and you can see fires burning under there. So Malaysian Reserve has another story. It's also interesting, relates to climate, and this is John Kerry's speech in Indonesia. But the main story really that dominates many of the newspapers today is the question of EPF. EPS announces 6.35% dividends for contributors. Now that's carried also to Malaysia, New Straits Times, Berita Harian. They all carry the story that was in fact anticipated by The Sun a couple of weeks ago. The Sun on the 11th of February in fact led with this story. It was a source story, if you remember. They said EPF might announce a record 6.4% of dividends, but it turned out slightly lower than that. Not bad when you consider that this was a source story. Now, The Sun covers the Kajang by-election. No walkover for Anwar, it says, and it has some possible front runners. Anwar Ibrahim, of course, he's already said that he's going to run. Zaid Ibrahim, former PKR member, former minister in the cabinet. Now he's with Parti Kita or an independent, depending on who you ask. And I think he's saying that he's going to run in order to shore up democracy and keep politics healthy. There's these other people in the race. Yukesh Vijay apparently was and once worked for Anwar Ibrahim. Nalakarupan, also former friend. He tends to create friendships that are not very long-lasting. Anwar Ibrahim has all these detractors who are former friends. At any rate, Kajang is a big story and threatens to be a story that we'll have to read for the next couple of weeks. Now, Utusan Malaysia has Zaid there again. I don't think he's been on the front cover of Utusan for a long time. And Sina Harian also, a big story on Anwar. If he loses, it reads, Kalau Anwar kalah, that's the thing. Also, advice to the Menteri Besar of Selangor from Perkasa. Yes, Perkasa, the brains trust of UMNO. And they are giving him advice, unsolicited advice, I guess. So the Star has a story of white-collar crime. What's interesting in the Star today, though, is this comment piece by Martin Kaur of South Centre on the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. Something I think worth reading. South Centre, based in Geneva, is linked, to, of course, to Third World Network in Penang, at least through this person, Martin Kaur. They have been keeping a watch on global trade and issues of economic justice internationally for many decades now. I think they're worth a read. I would read that. Harian Metro just has so many stories about things burning. Wajah terbakar, Gunung berapi, there's another fire here. So I guess the word for the day is berapi, berapi, berapi. And it brings us back to that front page, Mercury rising. I do think many Malaysians want the temperatures lowered on politics because they have so many better things to focus on. It's just our damn politicians. That's all I have for you this morning on BFM's Morning Headlines. I'm Sharaad Kuttan, BFM 89.9.